What is going on, everybody? I am back with a brand new video, and today we are going full Discmania. The bag of the day, we're going Cloudbreaker for the driver, Vanguard fairway driver, Essence fairway driver, MD1, MD3, and we're putting with the P2 today in S-line plastic. That should be very interesting. Overall, I don't throw Discmania much. I saw these laying around. Thought we'd come out here for 9 holes with them, see how they do. And I'm pretty sure I've thrown every single one of these for a singular video, but I'm not sure I've thrown them all combined. Maybe I have. Who cares? Let's get into it. Hole 1, uphill, have a gap to hit, 279 feet. This seems like it plays a lot further than that. I'm gonna throw 2 off 1 here. Cloudbreaker first, maybe a little anti-flex. Oh, we might not even have to throw a second. Okay, that's insanely short, but that's a beautiful flight. Let's throw 1 backhand with the Zen 2 Essence. Just try to get warmed up. It is so cold out here today. It's been in the 60s, almost 70s, I think. And today is like 25 or 30 right now. It's freezing. Oh, just a bit too turned. This is way closer actually than it looked back there. S-line P2. These things are just so deep in the hand. I hate throwing them. Hopefully we can putt it. That's awful. Hole 2 here, not the easiest of gaps to hit, 396 foot par 4. So as long as we can get some distance off this tee pad, we should be able to do a decent job of getting up and down. I'm going with the Zen 2. Oh, why am I turning that? That went so far right. Surprisingly, we have an open look, a relatively open look at the basket. I'm wondering if we can go MD3 on a little touch forehand. Kind of go a little bit right at this, I think. I've never forehanded that disc before. Right in front of the basket. That would have been absolutely incredible if it went in. The tee shot definitely scared me, but we lucked out. And we're in for the birdie. Come on. Hole 3 here, 384 feet. Par 4, this first shot, you just want to get out in the field. You don't want to push too far because you can see right here, there's an opening that you actually have to go and push into. So this first shot is more of a layup to that gap. Then we're going to push in there with a putter or mid-range. I wish I put that on a little bit more hyzer, but that should be in like prime time position, I hope. The thing about this course is you can make it very difficult if you can't get off the tee, but if you can get off the tee, I'd say that you have a pretty good percentage of getting a birdie or at least easily getting your par. So that's what we're worried about today. Get off the tee, we should be good. All right, MD3. Oh, I said MD3, MD1, I mean. A little forehand touch maybe. Go in. Or be parked. I'll take that too. These are the types of birdie putts we want today because I don't think I'm gonna be putting well with this disc. Hole 4, par 3, 357. Little downhill, I would say. OB on the right. I'm kind of thinking Essence here. I did the same thing. 3 times in a row I've thrown that disc on Anheuser. Straight OB. Let's try the Vanguard. I don't know why I keep doing that with that disc. Okay, I don't think it's just that disc. I think that's just how we're throwing today. Was it an MD3 the whole time? Wow, that thing's beautiful flight. There is definitely a little bit of a headwind out here. Not that that's an excuse because my angle was horrible, but it definitely didn't help. I imagine this is about right. And that should be a drop-in bogey. Hole 5, 269 feet. Need a little distance control on this one because there is water behind the basket. I'm thinking Vanguard, pretty steep hyzer. That should hopefully start finishing to the basket. Oh, that's gonna be so high, I think. That's so short. We gotta run this for the video though. If anything, it should hyzer left away from the water. Hopefully no rollaways here. Hole 6, definitely a forehand hole, par 4, but you can reach it in 1 if it's a fabulous drive, which I don't know if that's what we're gonna be doing here today with the Cloudbreaker or not. And I didn't. That is so, I got so lucky. That should have been in the water, and it's not. Whew. Past 3 holes, the drive has not been looking pretty. Basket sits up on the right side there. This is a lot worse than I thought it was. I guess the only thing I really have here is a backhand turnover. Hold, hold, hold. This is like the first real putt I've had since hole 1. That is so wobbly. Holy moly. But it's in. And that's all we care about. Because even though we threw 2 awful shots, we're in for birdie. Thank you, course par. I appreciate you. Hole 7, par 4, we're gonna have to pitch down this little alleyway and then across the creek. They call it a par 4, 330 feet is all it is. But the main reason it's a par 4 is because trying to get over there in 1 shot is basically impossible unless you get extremely lucky through the guardian trees on the right. Regardless, this is one that we want, one that we need. I'm thinking an MD3 forehand straight down the gut here. Oh, get to the right, come on. That could be tricky. Kind of like to push up into the tree line so it makes the upshot a little bit easier. But we'll see what we can find through there. Wow, we got extremely lucky with this opening here. This is like prime time position. In fact, if we could like push it up further, we could honestly have a jump putt at the basket. We're going with the MD3, MD1 combo here. Oh, no turn. Didn't make this as easy as I should have on myself. Back to the freezing hand P2 putt. Nope, short. Ah, that's unfortunate. After the drive, should have went with the MD1 putt. Unfamiliar with the disc is what I'm gonna blame that on, but it shouldn't matter what disc is in my hand from that close. I should still be able to get up and down, and we didn't make it happen. The scariest hole here, and possibly the shortest, hole 8, par 3, 222 across Stink Creek. Thinking about the MD1, this is a beautiful disc. I would hate to lose it. If anything, I should just try to throw it hard and blast past the basket. But if we hit any of those trees on the other side, it's a very good possibility of this disc kicking into Stink Creek. This is a high pressure shot and maybe one that I wouldn't suggest. I should definitely forehand something over there, just be safe, but here we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. When you get that disc turning, there is no return. And that sucker touched down right in the middle. I feel like I have been losing discs recently like it's my job. Like losing discs is not my job. My job is to create the best content. So is it a part of my job? I don't know, did you guys find that funny? Or do you hurt for me? Right smack in the middle. But no worries, because I could easily, and you could too, go get yourself a new one at discgolfdealsusa.com with 10% off using Max S10. I always have your back in case you lose a disc. And Disc Golf Deals USA does too. Just sitting there right in the middle. I'll tell you right now, you don't want to step foot in this creek. You'll instantly go to your knees. It is that crazy in there. I tried to tell my buddy that one time and he didn't believe me. He paid the consequences. All right, we're gonna take bogey on this hole. I think it crossed over here, but I'm not risking another disc. Honestly though, I think that's the most beautiful disc I've ever lost. That one hurts a little bit. Who cares? Hole 9, 435. This one's like a flex turnover forehand as far as you possibly can and keep it a little bit left and straight to the fairway. The basket is very guarded, so from there you'll have to make something up in order to get up and down for your birdie. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's still flying. That hit an early tree, somehow still was in the air flying. Somehow after hitting a tree, we landed in kind of prime positioning here. You can see the left side of the band behind that big tree in the center. I think we just got to throw a forehand around, get our birdie. Missed that tree. Are you kidding me? Right before all the big trees. If we cannot make that putt for how close we are going to be, I'm gonna be devastated. This is actually crazy. Talk about a perfect basket placement. I do have a little opening right here. I don't know if we can forehand it just right into the bucket. Yes, let's go. There's no shot. I actually made that. That's the only opening I had from there. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for my Discmania round. I think we ended 2 under with 2 bogeys. That is not deserved at all. Just thankful that the course par might be a little off. Discmania only round, -1 soldier out there. Kind of a bummer. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe for that MD1. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and we will see you in the next one.